Hello, this is FE Zelda Lord 12345, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. Before we head back to Hollow Bastion, we gotta speak with the Fairy Godmother here. I completely forgot to do this last episode. Yeah, back when we beat Dragon Maleficent, we got the Fire Glow, and she transforms it into Mushu. He's a decent summon. I will use him a little bit, but not too much. And we also got the Lord Fortune Staff for Donald, which is basically as strong as the Silver Mallet, but it still retains his high MP. So that's nice. Nothing too big, but might as well take it. Let's take it then. I'm not sure what they mean by weird power. Actually, I might as well show it off. So, you see how all the battle levels are now at 6? This is what I was getting at earlier when I was saying that the Heartless are all stronger. But in some worlds, the battle level is at 9. Basically, in the worlds that have battle level 9, there are super bosses. So, if you ever go back to those worlds, proceed with caution. I will be taking them on eventually, but not now. Except for one of them. I don't really have a choice but to take him on quickly. More on that when I get to it. Anyway, this gummy mission is actually a little tough if you choose not to upgrade your ship like I am. But at least we got this music back. You can die here pretty easily. And those giant Heartless gummy ships that we saw earlier, I'm pretty sure those can one-shot me. So yeah, definitely be cautious around these guys. Speaking of which, the Heartless and gummy ships have also become stronger, not just the ones in the Disney worlds. Not that it makes too much of a difference, but just thought I'd mention it. Okay, now, you saw how the screen was just blank for a little bit, and there weren't any enemies? That means we traveled pretty far into the warp hole, and I can't remember when, but when you travel far enough, then you don't have to complete the gummy mission. If you die, then you'll be able to warp straight to Hollow Bastion. I don't really get why that is, but I'm not complaining. I'm not gonna abuse it though. Maybe this is the warp point that I was thinking of? This seems a little more accurate. Anyway, as for how strong the Heartless have all become, not only do they have much higher stats, but their resistances have changed as well. Not too much though. But basically... Oh, I died. Yeah, I told you could die easily. I was at full health and that killed me. But I'm not gonna bother going through that again. Yeah, I'm not sure how this works, but I'll take it. As for how strong the Heartless are now, they all have 35 strength and 27 attack, so they're gonna be hitting even harder than they were before in Hollow Bastion. And I believe they all resist gravity with a times 0.8 multiplier and stop with a times 6 multiplier. That goes for most of the Heartless. There are a couple of exceptions. I'm not too sure how many, but I'll list them in the video description. I don't think it's necessary to throw a bunch of text on the screen about it. Huh. Oh, let's go see them then. I want to take you, Beast, but I can't. I was planning on using him in the trip back, but I completely forgot about something. If you were paying attention to the abilities that I've gotten, you have noticed that both... Don't sort by that. Both Sora and Donald got Lucky Strike. And I consider that to be pretty important. Unfortunately, I've learned that whoever has Lucky Strike has to be in the active party, so Beast can't be with us. It's a real shame. Wait, why did I unequip Evolution? Not sure what I was thinking there. Is my equipment good to go? Yeah, looks like it. But I want to change my customs around just a little bit. I don't need arrow. Sure, the enemies can nearly two-shot me, but I'll be fine. And I mean that. The enemies drop way too many HP orbs. I really shouldn't do too badly. And I gotta wait for this to come back down. Of course. Not really sure what else to talk about while on the way here. Well, as you can see, I'm still using Olympia. Even though it's only 1 point of strength, I do think it's a little bit worthwhile. I guess something I might as well talk about is... Remember last episode when I was talking about using an aerial strike when Riku was using a certain move? Well, you can loop Riku. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I think what happens is if you hit him a certain amount of times, he'll always follow up with his spinning blade attack. And thanks for the stop, Donald. And if you always retaliate it with it... Was that stop again? Holy crap, Donald is doing well. But I should have a visual on screen. If you keep on using the aerial attack over and over again, you'll always end up parrying the spinning blade attack that Riku does, and you can basically loop him. I'm not really that great at it, but yeah, that's a thing. Okay, now let's go through here. I don't want to fight the enemies quite yet. And go through this library. And not just to get the chest that we missed earlier. We now have a cutscene. And one that we can't skip for some reason. Did the developers just forget about it? I don't know. Well, one of them's fine. Maybe. We'll take care of it. God damn it, Sora! That just feels like the natural response, and I always say it. Like, I was actually recording this earlier, but the footage screwed up, and I naturally said that. I did not mean to say it again. Whatever. Anyway, we got the Divine Rose Keyblade. This is another reason why I'm not fond of Oathkeeper. This is Oathkeeper's stats. This is Divine Rose's stats. Yeah, it was buffed to hell in 1.5. Also, as you see, it says it capable of dealing a string of critical blows, which means it has a ×2 multiplier for its critical hit chance. And I have critical plus, which means I'm going to be dealing a lot of critical hits with my finishers, and it can basically slaughter anything that stands in our way. Just one Hurricane Blast can kill a defender. It's rather ridiculous. Anyway, fortunately, the rotating mechanism still saved our path, so I'm just gonna meet you off screen at the chest. Trust me, you do not want to sit through this again. Force. And here's the chest. And we get a Ramu belt from it. If I remember correctly, that increases your lightning resistance to 40%, which is pretty good. And also increases your max AP. I'm not sure how much, though. Considering how far we are in the game, probably quite a bit. And we are back. Okay, so from here on in, we're just climbing back up to the top of Hollow Bastion. Yeah, we have to make an entire second trip up there. Why? I have no idea. I really don't think it's worthwhile. So really, there's not much else for me to say. Get over here. Really? But yeah, I'm just gonna be fighting all these enemies as I make my way back to the top, and that's pretty much it. If anything interesting happens, I'll show it, but probably not, so I'll meet you guys near the top. Okay, I actually want to show off this part here because it's a little bit annoying. Mainly because you can fall off a little easily. Now, what I like to do here is I like to use Ragnarok, because there's quite a lot of floating enemies here, and that's what it's meant to take care of. And here it is. Yeah, it's a bunch of Keyblade slashes followed with a bunch of lasers. The lasers are magic damage, so it's not going to be that great with my current setup. It's still good. I'm not sure why, but I really like using Ragnarok, even more so than Ars Arcanum. Maybe it just looks cooler to me? That's probably it. Let's see if I can blizzard this guy to death. And have fun dying, guys. Well, at least I took him out. And hitting those mages with Fire Blizzard over and over doesn't really seem like the most effective way to get tech points. It just seems pretty tedious. Yeah, this is something interesting. The HP and MP orbs not only clip through that thing, but they land on a floor. Not entirely sure why it's there, but whatever. Okay, now for this area here, I actually want to summon Dumbo. I wasn't planning on getting hit, but whatever. Anyway, there is something about Dumbo that I didn't talk about during the Dragon Maleficent fight. If you hold circle, you can fly. And if you dismiss him right here... Yup, you can completely ignore that lift puzzle. It's probably not a puzzle, but more of an obstacle. You can completely bypass an annoying part of the game. And yeah, that's what I was getting at with Divine Rose. It just destroyed that defender there. And yay for Arrow interrupting these guys' attacks. That's fun. And that's most of the enemies of Hollow Bastion taken care of. I got a lot of experience from that. I'm pretty sure I'll level up again fairly soon. And not even to the boss here. Hi Jasmine. And Alice. It's been a while since we've seen Alice. But we never saw Snow White for some reason. And how exactly are you holding back the darkness? It doesn't look like you girls are doing anything. And neither are you. It just looks like you're talking to each other. Huh. Well. Good luck with that. Have fun chatting with each other. Huh. I guess Ansem just really loves darkness, apparently. And also, I want to change my setup a little bit. Yup, I'm bringing Beast in for this part. Yeah, I don't really need Lucky Strike too much right now. It'd kind of help, but I'd rather have Beast for his upcoming boss. And I can kill enemies faster than Beast now. Beast is really good to have. His Ferocious Lunge not only covers a lot of range, but deals a crap ton of damage. Especially if you give him a strength boosting accessory like I did. Come on, Beast. Damn it. You can take these guys. And where's someone that I can hit? There we go. Or you could just teleport in place. Yeah, the wizards do that for some reason. I don't get why they teleport in place. Now we got more large bodies. They're not really any more threatening than they were before, even with all their HP. And I missed. There we go. Stealth soldiers can appear here, but so far I haven't ran into any. Wow. Beast already knocked him pretty low on health for him to start getting enraged. That's good. Yeah, Beast probably would have been really helpful here. But he doesn't give me my synthesis item drop, so unfortunately I just had to give him the shaft. Admittedly, since I'm going to be doing quite a bit of synthesizing in the near future, it's not too big of a deal, but I'd rather cut down on any farming that I can. Anyway, we just got the Oblivion keychain, and like how Oathkeeper is meant to represent Kairi, this is meant to represent Riku in a way. And this was arguably the best Keyblade in the game, other than what you could get from synthesizing. However, due to Divine Rose's massive buff, it's now obsolete. A shame. I love using Divine Rose, but it really overpowered the other Keyblades. Not sure how useful Divine Rose was in the original Cage. Cage 1, though. I'm guessing it would be decent because if it at least had as much strength as Oblivion but a good critical hit ratio, then I could see it being useful. Have to take care of these guys. Yep. But there are more waves of Heartless. I usually get a stealth soldier to appear here, so let's hope we get lucky. Please die. Thank you. And only one left. Thank you, Beast. Oh, I think we got it. 2 of them. I didn't know that could happen. Unfortunately, his stop resistance has drastically increased. I think it's times 0.1 now. That's pretty disgusting. Had to time my stop wrong again. Kill him. Kill him before he runs away. Okay, is the other one still here, or did it leave? Looks like it left. Oh well. At least I got an energy stone from it. I could farm the energy stones now, but I'll save it for later. And before we step in here, I want to take off Ferocious Lunge. It's not going to be too useful. And might as well heal up. I only need a camping set. I'll do fine with MP. I probably shouldn't be underestimating this boss. Whatever. Hi there. Hope you don't mind dying, because that's what's gonna happen. Anyway, this is a behemoth. And why isn't gravity showing up? There we go. And I just realized I forgot to put Ars Arcanum on. Crap. Yeah, what I would be doing here is I would use Ars Arcanum in order to attack the horn and drastically increase the damage I deal. However, that's not going to be the case here. But I can improvise. You see how the behemoth was knocked down? That happens once you hit its horn enough times. So if I time this right... Nope. I was thinking that I might be able to get something out of Ragnarok's invincibility frames, but unfortunately not. Can I hit him with it down below? I can. The physical attacks won't hit, but let's see how impact will do. It does okay at best. Whoa. Yeah, be careful with those projectiles as well. They home in on you, so don't try dodge rolling unless you're a god at it. This is going to be a bit interesting without Ars Arcanum, though. Okay, attack. Thank you, Beast. Yeah, I wasn't able to get much out of it. And that Lightning Strike. You can dodge it with proper timing, but I'm making poor use of Ragnarok here. Now, the main reason why I brought Beast in instead of Donald is because I believe the Behemoth here is completely immune to Fire, Blizzard, and Thunder. He does have extremely good gravity resistance, but he's not immune to it, and because of his large amount of HP, gravity is not really a bad idea to use. I even guarded that and I was still hit. Yeah, that attack's pretty insane. Get up there. Just a little more. And that's it. He's not too bad of a boss. Just make sure to heal yourself properly and you should be fine.
Now let's go and seal that big keyhole.
Yep.
Sora, you did it.
Thank you, mysterious voice. Shouldn't we seal the keyhole first? That seems a little bit more important to me. Ah, hey Squall. Of course Sid would have a gummy ship of his own. And apparently they're not from their own Final Fantasy worlds. Interesting. Okay. I'm not entirely sure how defeating Ansem will work, but we'll see how it goes. But what do you mean? Oh. Yeah, I'll endure tedious missions for you guys. Oh. Crap. Oh well.
We may never meet again, but we'll never forget each other.
No matter where we are, our hearts will bring us together again.
Besides, I couldn't forget you, even if I wanted to.
What's that supposed to mean?
What great friends we have.
Hurry! Come and close the keyhole!
Sora, good luck.
Thank you. See ya. It was really weird that Aerith and Squall were talking like they were preaching speeches, but Yuffie was talking like how a normal person would. That just struck me as interesting. Well, that keyhole's taken care of. Unfortunately, the Heartless are still gonna be just as strong as they are now. Yeah, we can handle it. They deal a lot of damage to us, but we can deal a lot of damage back. I think that's pretty fair. Alright. What do you mean, Heart of the Darkness? And that is? Ah, Firaga. We finally have a tier 3 spell. And unfortunately the others are not easy to get. Oh, nice. Well, we'll see what happens, I guess. Anyway, we took care of most of our business here in Hollow Bastion. there's still a little bit more to do, but I want to save it for the next episode. So next time on Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, we're gonna finish up everything here and then take on an optional boss. So, see you next time.